Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today let us discuss, or in fact I'll discuss a very important polycrest remedy. A very important remedy in a mathemedica, that is sulphur. Of course, if you start eating sulphur from the basic mathematics like encyclopedia or regarding symptoms, you will see there are thousands and thousands of symptoms of sulphur, and it is very difficult to remember these symptoms. I'll only deal with some symptoms of sulphur related to coughs and respiration, especially cough, which I have seen very useful in cases of that we see in our practice daily. But we forget to give sulphur in case of cough because there are many other remedies, sometimes acute remedies, which fits into the case, and we forget sulphur. And most of the time it happens that if you prescribe sulphur for an acute condition, it happens to be its constitutional medicine, and we can definitely cure the patient what is suffering from very curatively, if you understand the cough symptoms of sulphur. For example, I have seen cases of sulphur cough, and the cough of sulphur is very convulsive and spasmodic. Very convulsive and spasmodic cough, especially about midnight. Now, why I am stressing on this point? Because whenever the word midnight comes, the first remedy that comes to our mind is arsenic album. But remember, convulsive cough, spasmodic cough about midnight time. Then you have to remember remedies like digitalis and moscus with sulphur and not arsenic. A very important symptom of sulphur. And there is a sensation of sulphur in throat pit, a down sensation. The patient tells you that something is pulling down sensation in the throat pit, or there is a down sensation from the throat pit down, and that is a very important symptom. I have lots of time confirmed in my patients. This you have to compare with phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid has the same symptom, a down sensation from the throat pit. So sulphur and phosphoric acid. Now the type of cough. First, let us discuss the dry variety of the sulphur cough. Sulphur cough is dry on waking. Whenever the patient wakes up from the sleep, he starts having dry cough. Now, dry cough on waking. You have to remember which sulphur. In fact, sulphur is a very important remedy. We fail to prescribe because we have lot other remedies like thuja, pulsatilla, senega, and arsenic. But sulphur, if you see, it is beautifully written in a mathemedica, dry cough on waking. And if you go further, it is written dry cough in the night, waking the patient from sleep. This means the patient is sleeping, and because of the dry cough at night, the patient wakes up from the cough, and that is a very important indication of sulphur. With sulphur, there are 2 or 3 remedies that come to my mind, and that is pulsatilla and celusia. These 2 remedies also have the same symptom like cough in the night, which wakes up the patient from sleep. Now, if the cough is waking the patient from sleep, that becomes a very important symptoms of that remedy. So that is an indication of sulphur. As you go further, cough of sulphur is aggravated by lying especially on the left side. The patient lies on the left side and the cough is aggravated. Or it is written very nicely in a mathemedica, cough aggravated lying down on left side, turning to the right side ameliorates the complaint. Such a beautiful symptom of sulphur. Cough aggravated by lying on left side, when it turns to the right side, the cough is better. Of course, for this you have to remember phosphorus, rumex, staphysagrina, sepia, and thuja. These are the not staphysagrina. I think staphysagrina is not there. It is only phosphorus, rumex, sepia, and thuja. And one remedy that comes to my mind is kali carb. That also has the same symptom, that the cough aggravated by lying on left side, the patient turns on the right side, and the cough is better. So this is again a very important symptom of cough. As you go further, the modalities of cough in a female related to menses is also important. In sulphur, the cough is aggravated before menses. The cough is aggravated before menses. The patient comes and tells you, sir, my menses are now there after 4 days and today the cough is too much. Sometimes we forget to prescribe sulfur because we have not seen this symptom in sulfur, because sulfur is very close to graphitis and argentum nitricum in these complaints, that is cough before menses, or it is written cough menses aggravation before evening. Before evening, so it may be morning or midday. Before the evening the cough is aggravated at the time of menses, then you have to remember only two remedies. The most important remedy is sulfur and second is zincum metallicum. So this is a very, very important remedy symptoms of sulfur. As you go further, in fact, cough in pleurisy also, sulfur is very much indicated. In sulfur, because of cough, there is rawness in the larynx. Rawness. Because whenever the word rawness comes, the first remedy that comes to our mind becomes causticum. So it is the rawness of the larynx. The modality of sleep is much more important, that is cough before sleep. Cough before sleep, the patient coughs and then goes to sleep. A very, very important remedy if you want to understand with sulfur, that is coccus cacti. Coccus cacti also the same symptom, cough before sleep. That is also sulfur. Now see, this is basically a very, very important symptoms of sulfur cough I have seen. If you go further, it is written in sulfur that the cough is violent in sleep. As I told you, the cough wakes the patient from sleep. So the cough is very violent in sleep. The very violent cough is there. Now with sulfur, you have to compare this symptom with cyclamen. Cyclamen also has the same symptom, violent cough in sleep. As we come to the expectoration now. The expectoration of sulfur is also very important. There are a lot of varieties of expectoration as we see in sulfur. The most important thing, the sulfur expectoration in mathematics is written milky. Milky expectoration. Milky expectoration, and you have to compare this symptom with remedies. A very, very rare remedy if you have read in your Mathematica, but expectoration is milky, that is kali chlor. Rare remedy. But with sulfur, you can always compare sulfur, sepia, silicia, and also arsenic. So, cough, expectoration milky. And the odor of cough is of an old person. The odor, kathar of an old, means old kathars. The odor is like that. And sulfur, it is written in a Mathematica, the expectoration is flocculent. Remember the word Flocculent. Flocculent expectoration. Very close remedy that you have to remember with sulfur becomes phosphorus. So these are very, very important indications of sulfur in cough that you have to remember. Now, in fact, if you see some of the very important indication that is written in sulfur, the expectoration, the taste of the expectoration is like wood, and it is like wood, like a rotten wood. Or it is written in a Mathematica, one of the authors has written, it is like boiled cabbage. Of course, these symptoms you have to take out from the patient, that is boiled cabbage. And the expectoration of sulfur in the morning is gelatinous. It is like gelatinous expectoration. So these are the very important indication of sulfur expectoration that you have to remember. A very, very important symptom that I confirmed with few of my patients. I asked them, the cough is violent, the cough is dry, it wakes up from the sleep and everything is there. What do you do to minimize the cough, or how is the cough ameliorated? And few patients have told me a very, very beautiful symptom, when they eat sugar, the cough is better. So this becomes a very important symptom of sulfur, that cough, sugar ameliorates. Please do remember this symptom. Please do remember the symptom: cough, sugar, amylase. So this is in short about the sulfur cough and the sulfur expectoration. Very, very important remedy. Please go through your mater medica. There are lots other symptoms of sulfur that are indicated in cough and expectoration. These are the symptoms that I have seen in my patient in my 25 years of practice, and I'm sharing my experience with you. If you like this video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you.